Salve compari, ben ritornati in un nuovo video di Wizard101. Ricontinuiamo la storia perché da un pezzo che non sta andando avanti. Già ieri non abbiamo fatta molta, oggi continuiamo da dove siamo arrivati. Dobbiamo riparare il monolite. E vabbè, io una fight ce l'ho fatta perché non volevo tagliare troppe parti, quindi parto direttamente dalla seconda, così almeno ci impieghiamo meno tempo. Alla fine non sono neanche troppo fastidiosi questi dell'armonia, pensavo peggio. Pensavo veramente peggio. Allora, basterebbe in realtà una lama. Anche se devo ancora testare... devo vedere che succede se immettono il solito malus. Sì, effettivamente questi non sembrano mettere malus. Ci ho fatto tipo 3 partite, no, non me ne hanno messo manco mezzo.
Great work! I think you got all the missing pieces. Lesson 2. Restoration, or rebuilding that which was broken. We'll first need something to fuse the pieces together. The stellar protectors were made by the Celestians, and they're still up and running after all this time. They're just suits of metal animated by power motes within their bodies, guided by who knows what. The power motes should provide enough energy to fuse the piece of the broken monolith together. Could you go and collect a few power motes from inactive stellar protectors?
Oh, un utente, peccato che sia in FK.
Those should do the trick. These power motes must be treated with extreme heat before we can use them to repair the broken monolith. Where will we get that kind of heat, I wonder? Blimey! I've got it! The Star Forge! It's still burning after all this time, and it'll serve perfectly. Take those power motes to the Star Forge and bathe them in the flames. Be careful, that's incredible power at play.
You treat the power motes within the Star Forge. In short order, they're ready for use.
Those should do perfectly.
Mi chiedo quando sbloccheremo una nuova spell.
Of the broken monolith, but the translation is a bit of a bother, Sad. Could you do us both a favor and go into the astral archive and seek out the knowledge we need?
Non mi ricordo bene.
I am the archivist, the construct to aid research.
Quell'occhio però mi è un po' strano, non mi ricordo che stava.
Based on the nature of your request, I have prepared courses of instruction at 3 different preceptor stations. The stations are devoted to contrivances, conflict, and configurations. You may utilize them in any order you wish. Though the people of Celestia exist in harmony with the universe, the other worlds of the spiral are not so enlightened. Celestia's magic touches the very spiral itself, and for this reason, it is coveted by many. To mount a proper defense, Celestia must understand conflict in all forms. Celestia's greatest achievement is its mastery of astral magic, conjuring power from the stars, the moon, and the sun. Celestian magic is intrinsically tied to an understanding of astral configurations, or the movement of celestial bodies.
The lesson continues for quite a while, teaching you about the nature of the worlds of the spiral, the stars, and the sun. So much to learn. And then the lesson ends.
Among the greatest of Celestia's achievements is the creation of magic artifacts, or contrivances. These contrivances are essential to Celestian life, and are marvels of crafting and enchantment.
This goes on for a while. All manner of schematics, plans, and diagrams flash before your eyes until at last the lesson ends.
You look like you've been hitting the books. Did you learn anything? Now that you've a working knowledge of Celestian, we can determine how the broken monolith relates to the surroundings. Understanding context is vitally important. We must know not only how something works, but what it means in the big picture. The broken monolith has many markings very similar to those in the chantry, and may be significant. Could you go and survey the chantry to see what might be learned of the area? Return here with what you've learned.
You examine the observatory, using the powers of observation Mr. Lewis taught you. The mosaic on the floor appears important. Based on the architectural emphasis, perhaps a closer look. The mosaic is clearly the key to understanding the secret message.
So, what did you learn? You say someone stole the shiniest and brightest plates of the mosaic? Given what we know about the sharks, they're likely the culprits. I think you know what to do. Go and thrash some of those Piscean. Be sure to look around the rest of the chantry as well. Those sharks will often hide things from their rivals.
Allora, credo che 2 lame possano bastare. Non mi hanno messo malus, però se con quelli una lama e il potenziamento fa 1900, con questi vorrei stare un po' sicuro. E infatti... Anche perché questi non mettono malus né niente. Forte, forte. E infatti serviva la doppia lama in questo caso. Vabbè, io taglierò il secondo sconto, tanto penso che questo vi possa bastare, che bene o male sono questi.
A shark must have used this place to hide a small cache of mosaic tiles, perhaps to barter with. You take them. You find a small mosaic tile wedged into the gears of the orrery.
6, 7, 8, 9! You've recovered all the missing mosaic pieces. Smashing! Now you're ready to restore the mosaic floor to its former state. Head on into the chantry and see about putting the pieces back where they belong. That should put us ahead of the game. Excellent work! You're the best student I've ever taught. You've done much to earn your way into the Stellarium, but you're not done. I've taught you all I can, and the next steps are yours alone. Go to the Astral Archive and see if you can cadge some more out of that archivist. That should set you on the right path.
I am the Archivist, a construct to aid research in the Astral Archive.
Comunque ragazzi, non è per dire, ma questo qua sembra l'occhio di Sauron, nessuno me lo toglie dalla testa.
I am the Archivist, a construct created to aid research in the Astral Archive. My empathic array detects that you are here searching for a means of entry into the Stellarium. Is that correct? Only Celestian citizens are permitted unrestricted access to the Stellarium. Temporary access to the Stellarium may be granted by allowing an empathic scan to determine suitability. Please present yourself to the preceptors of configuration, conflict, and contrivance for your evaluation. Once finished, return with the tokens denoting successful completion and place them in the security plinth. The preceptors have been activated and are ready for your use.
Bene ragazzi, io direi che l'appuntamento di oggi può finire qua e noi ci rivediamo nel prossimo video. Bella a tutti!